International trade is vital for global economic growth, fostering cooperation and resource sharing. India and Iran have bolstered their trade ties by securing a decade-long contract to develop and manage the Chabahar port. The port's development is crucial for enhancing regional connectivity and diversifying trade. We bring you this report.
Located on the Gulf of Oman coast in southeastern Iran, Chabahar port holds immense strategic significance for India, providing a crucial gateway to Central Asia. It facilitates India's access to Afghanistan and beyond, fostering regional connectivity and trade routes. By establishing a sea-land route, it reduces dependence on Pakistan for trade with Afghanistan and Central Asia, ensuring greater security and flexibility. On May 13th, New Delhi signed a decade-long contract with Tehran to develop and operate the Chabahar port. The agreement brokered between Indian Ports Global Limited and Iran's Port and Maritime Organization involves an investment of $120 million from IPGL, complemented by an additional $250 million in financing, bringing the contract's value to $370 million. Situated along Iran's southeastern coast on the Gulf of Oman, Chabahar port is constructed by India.
Under Modi's leadership, the momentous agreement that began on 23rd of May 2016 is culminating today in a long-term contract, symbolizing the enduring trust and deepening partnership between India and Iran.
The development of Chabahar port aligns with India's strategic interests in the region, enhancing its connectivity and trade prospects. Till date, a total of 2.5 million tons of wheat and 2,000 tons of pulses have been shipped from India to Afghanistan through Chabahar port. Moreover, in 2021, India provided Iran with 40,000 liters of eco-friendly pesticide, specifically malathion, to combat the locust threat facilitated through the port. On the other hand, Iran, with the majority of its population situated in the western region, seeks to address the relative underdevelopment of its eastern part. To achieve this, Iran is focusing on enhancing infrastructure around Chabahar port, including the establishment of a free trade zone and the construction of road and rail connections linking Chabahar to Central Asia. New Delhi has stated that both parties will ensure proper supervision of the construction of Chabahar port through effective monitoring mechanisms.
Minister Rajapals and I will closely monitor the development of the port and continue to remain in contact with each other as we jointly benefit from the enormous potential of Chabahar port for enhancing regional connectivity and prosperity.
The Chabahar port has attracted interest and concern from the United States. Following the deal, the US cautioned that any nation engaging in business with Iran faces the possibility of sanctions. In response to this, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar emphasized the broader regional advantages of the project, urging a consideration of its comprehensive impact rather than a narrow viewpoint.
I did see some remarks which were made, but I think it's a question of, communicating and convincing and, getting people to understand that this is actually for everybody's benefit. I don't think people should take a narrow view of it, and they have not done so in the past. So if you look at even US's own attitude to Chabahar in the past, the US has been appreciative of the fact that Chabahar has a larger relevance. So, we will work at it.
While historically critical of Iran's nuclear activities, Washington had previously acknowledged the significance of the Chabahar port development. The US perceived it as a potential check on China's expanding influence in the area, notably through its involvement in Pakistan's Gwadar port within the framework of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.